Hi everyone, I am Aman Khare and welcome to my YouTube channel. This video is in continuation of the series that I am running on my YouTube channel, which is how I cracked CGL 2021 without taking any offline coaching and also while being employed in a job. So this is the second video in that series. In the first video that I uploaded, it was regarding introduction and the pattern of examination 2021. So if you haven't watched it, you can watch it now. And in this video, after the introduction of the examination, I'll be starting taking the subjects. So I'll take every subject that is important in the preparation of CGL examination. Today our first subject is general knowledge, which consists of current part and the static part of general knowledge. So before proceeding for the preparation and the strategy that I followed, I would like to give you a brief importance of GK in the examination. So we will talk about the weightage of GK. So in 2021, or I should say till 2021, GK was asked only in tier 1 examination, which was for 50 marks and 25 questions, one question of 2 marks each. And then after 2021, so since 2022, we have the weightage of GK both in tier 1 and tier 2. In tier 1, still it is of 50 marks, which is 25 questions and one question of 2 marks. And in tier 2, we have 25 questions, but now the marking is 3 marks for one question, and we have a negative marking of 1 for every wrong answer we give. So weightage of GK is increased and it is of 75 marks out of 390 in CGL examination now onwards. Hopefully for 2023 examination as well, we will have the same weightage of 75 marks of general knowledge. Now we will talk about what all comes in GK. So we have history, which is ancient, medieval and modern history. We have geography, we have some part of economics, we have some part of polity as well. So majorly constitution is asked, some articles and some part schedules of constitution. We have general science, which is physics, chemistry and biology. So questions are asked in these three parts as well. Then after science, we have sports area, we have arts, and all of these portions are actually asked in current affairs portion. So we have static and current affairs part. The portions like sports, arts, these all come in current affairs. Again, before going to the strategy, I would like to address the importance of GK. So why should we start preparing for GK as early as possible? So there are so many reasons for that. It is actually the syllabus of GK is very vast. Actually, it's not vast, it is undefined. So we have to cover a lot of things which SSC may ask, and we actually cover things on the basis of previous year questions that SSC gave in GK part. Another reason is the weightage. Definitely the weightage has now increased. Another reason is the data to be collected. So I would say the more data you will have, the more confident you will feel in the exam. So if you have done about 1,000 questions before going to the exam, you will definitely feel confident that any 3-4 questions will be asked from that 1,000 lot that you have covered. So one thing is you should start as early as possible preparing for GK, because the early you will start, the more time you will get for revision and retaining that data that you have all studied during the preparation phase. So these are the reasons why GK is very important to study. And now the most important part of the video is the preparation, how I did. So I actually categorized it in 5 parts. First one is NCERTs. Second one is the content on YouTube. So there are many YouTubers and teachers who on their YouTube channels post regularly so many videos on CGL GK part. Third one, I would say the course that I had taken. So I had taken a general knowledge course of Study IQ, which is also a YouTube channel. One is current affairs. Current affairs is very important. So I actually followed a current affairs series on YouTube itself. And fifth one is test series. So the more test you will give, the more questions you will have, and the more will be the confidence while attempting the mocks or even the examination. So, the first category was NCRT. So I actually thoroughly read NCRTs from class 6th to class 10th of the subject science and social studies. So social studies actually has geography, history, economics comes in 9th and 10th class, and even political science. So these are all the NCRTs that I started. So from 6th class to 8th class, I actually read all the NCRTs through an app which is e-Pathshala. It is an app of NCRT, and it has all the books in both Hindi and English medium, so you can read it as per your convenience. After the video, I'll show how I made the notes of NCRT. It can be in any format, so if you like to write in keywords or in whole paragraphs, I think you should do it once, because it gives you confidence that you have read everything of NCRT. So NCRTs of class 6th, 7th and 8th, I read from that app only, and I used to make note of every single thing which I didn't know at that time. So about NCRTs, I would say that they are very interesting, and there are many facts that we think that we know, but they are actually not known to us. So it is a very interesting thing about NCRTs, and I actually used to make note of all those books, because I was reading those books on app, and I did not want to go again to app to read the same thing. It is in your notebook. You are very confident that you have read everything that is given in NCRT. Then for class 9th and 10th NCRT, actually I had bought the NCRTs from the market, so in that we had actually the convenience of underlining the important part that I found. So I also used to make note of it. Also, if I am not able to write everything, I used to underline that part which seemed important to me at that point of time. So this was NCRT. The main thing about NCRT, I would say, was science and geography. So geography, if you are reading from NCRTs from class 6 to 10, everything will be covered, and you will not need any source for studying geography for this examination. And similarly for science, I think if you are reading science from NCRTs from 6th to 10th, everything will be covered, and there are the questions related to discovery of any particle like electron, neutron, or very basic questions are asked. Even if they can ask this chemical formula or chemical name of some compounds, and then there are some questions on biology, so related to tissues or related to respiratory system, nervous system. So I think if you are reading it from NCRT, it will be covered, and you will not need anything to read except NCRT for science and geography. Then the second one was actually content on YouTube. So we'll come on it later. Before it, I would like to address the course that I had taken from Study IQ. So I had taken general knowledge course on Study IQ platform, and it was actually very good. So I for history, polity and economics, I took the classes of that course. I made notes of it. I can show the notes of those subjects as well after, like, in the end of this video. So history, actually covered very basic things, but the things that were covered in that course are sufficient for CGL exam. So it can be for like Indus Valley civilization, then Mauryan Empire, then everything about Mughals, slave dynasty was covered, and then Indian national movement was covered. So these are the basic things that are actually very important as well as very sufficient for SSC CGL examination. Similarly, I took polity course from there, which is about constitution. So they have actually very briefly explained everything, and again it is sufficient for covering the examination that we are targeting for. and then third one is economics. So parts of economics I had read from that course, but I don't think economics is very much asked in CGL, because most of the economics part is asked in WO paper, which is in tier 2 paper, but basic economics also they covered in that course. So if I would say, if you are not able to buy any course of GS, you can generally I would say you can search on YouTube. Like you can write history for SSC CGL, and for 8 to 10 hours there are so many videos from many YouTubers, many content creators, which are available for every subject. You can read you can watch that 8 to 10 hours video. You can watch it in 1.25 or 1.5x speed, and it will actually cover most of the things that are asked in CGL. Also, I would say one thing, that even if you cover you read so many things for GK, we are not very sure, we are not very definite that we will score good. This is my personal opinion. I'm not saying that it's very impossible to score 100% marks in GK, but I feel that you should cover most of the things that give you enough confidence to sit in the exam, and you should not feel that I have not read anything for any part. So this was my second thing. Third one is the YouTube content actually. So again, on Study IQ YouTube channel, Vipin Goyal sir has put 36 videos of CGL. It is a playlist of 36 videos in which he has actually covered all the subjects. So it is actually related to static part, and one video is of almost 45 to 50 minutes, and the questions that he has covered in each of that playlist, in each video of that playlist, are very good. I would say everyone should at least once go through it, because it actually works for the revision. So if you have read history from somewhere, or you have read any subject from somewhere, you can go through that video, and he has explained it in very good way. So if so for one question, he not only gives you the answer of that question, he also explains all the options of that question. So in a way, it is a very good mode of revision for you. Then the fourth one is current affairs. So for current affairs, I actually followed a YouTube channel which is run by Rahul sir. The channel name is DCA by Rahul sir, and he uploads monthly current affairs video of around 2 hours. The name of the video is Jaljala. So if you can type the word Jaljala and the month you are looking for, current affairs of whichever month you are looking for, you can type it in YouTube and the video will appear on your screen. Earlier he used to work for Olive Board, so some videos are on the YouTube channel Olive Board as well, but currently he uploads his videos on DCA by Rahul sir. Last one is test series. So actually, once the dates are out of tier 1 or even tier 2, the test book uploads sets mock tests of current affairs. So it is actually a set of 20 to 30 papers of current affairs, and each question paper has at least 25 questions. So it actually covers around 1000 questions in that playlist only, and apart from that playlist on test book, so I should not say playlist, it is a set of mock tests actually. So you can learn all those current affairs and you can add it to your content. Test book also provides a very good facility of saving every question. So even if you have prepared, you have gone through all the current affairs questions 2 to 3 times, and in the 4th time also you are not able to get it right, you can save that question and you can. So I actually watched it 1 or 2 days before the exam, and it helped me. So that was it. And lastly, I would say that it's for GK, you should actually think of as much data you can cover before the exam, because the more data you will have, the more will be the confidence and the more will be the probability of getting the correct answer of the question being asked. So that was all about my general knowledge strategy. Thank you for watching the video, and in the next video we will talk about the other subjects that are very prominent in the examination. Thank you.